Just hit play. Yeah. Okay, so I'm sure you guys are all wondering why there's a PF Chang's logo up here right now. We're LateShipment.com. This is because this is where our story started. Basically, about a year ago, we had a quarterly review with our FedEx sales rep about our service and how they were doing everything. During this PF Chang's meeting, they kind of showed us our on-time delivery was one of the slides they showed us. And about 98% of our ground shipments and about 92% of our express shipments arrived on time, which was pretty good. But then we asked her, we said, well, what about the ones that were late? I know you guys have an on-time guarantee. What happened to those? Did we get a refund? And she kind of laughed and was like, no, you guys have to submit for that. We don't do it automatically. So basically, when we got back to the office, we looked at all of our data, and we found that about 3% of our ground shipments were late, and 8% of our express shipments were late. And when we ran the numbers, this came out to about $1,200 in refunds that our company had lost in that quarter, which is, it's not a ton of money, but it is $1,200 that we should have got that we didn't get because we didn't submit for refunds. So we started researching a solution. How can we solve this problem? And the first thing that we did was we tried to see if we could do it manually. We logged into the website, we saw how long does it take to actually do a refund. And the thing is, it takes a pretty long time. It's pretty cumbersome. You have to track your packages, you have to flag the ones that are late, you have to figure out why it was late. Then when the invoice shows up, you have to basically submit for a refund and reconcile the whole thing. If you hired a person to do this, it would cost you more than $1,200. So that really wasn't a good solution. The next thing we looked at was automating it. And this was something that was kind of surprising to us. They make it really hard to automate the process because they use CAPTCHAs when you try to submit for the refund. And as we kept researching, we realized why this is the case. There's about 2 billion reasons why. And it's because in any given year, about $2 billion worth of refunds go unclaimed between FedEx and UPS. So it's pretty much in their best interest to make it difficult to do this. So the other thing we found out is that extra large accounts receive a discount for the volume that they ship. And the reason they do this is once you get to the size of Amazon or something, not even quite as big as Amazon, but someone that's like a $20, $30 million a year company, basically UPS and FedEx offer you a 2% discount not to claim late shipments because they know at that volume, claiming late shipments is going to cost UPS or FedEx more than 2%. So with all that said, we kind of brainstormed, and a few months later, we came up with LateShipment.com. And what we did with LateShipment.com is we automated the entire process. And one of the things we wanted to do with Late Shipment was, since the refund process was so difficult, so convoluted, and took so much time, we wanted Late Shipment to really be simple. So to use Late Shipment, all you need to do is create an account, which the only thing we ask for is your email, and you create a password, and then you choose whether you ship with UPS or FedEx. Once you do that, you basically link your FedEx or UPS account the same way. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mint.com, but if you have ever used Mint.com, it's the same way we link. You would link accounts there. Basically, you provide your username and password, and once we have that, basically you go into a dashboard where you can see all of your shipments, which ones were late because of, basically you see all your shipments. So this is actually our real data here. So in the past quarter, we had 11,890 shipments. 3.62% of those were late. 1.8% of those were eligible for a refund, meaning they were late for something other than weather or something that's not covered by a guarantee. And we had 95 packages refunded for a total of $1,187.85. The really cool thing about Late Shipment is once you sign up for an account, you don't ever have to go to this dashboard. It's completely cloud-based. It runs 100% in the background. Once you sign up, it is just constantly going into your FedEx or UPS account every day, pulling your packages out, tracking them, and then when something's late, it automatically submits it for a refund. So it's completely automated. And that's something that's unique to our solution. There's a few other people out there who do something similar, but no one has it completely automated like we have it. The reason I'm here today is some of the challenges we're facing. We've kind of gone through the beta phase, testing on ourselves, and it works really well. And now we're trying to get it out to the community and out to businesses. And a few of the things we have is we're finding there's a not many people are aware that FedEx and UPS offer an on-time guarantee, meaning that an express shipment, if it's late by a minute, is due a full refund. A ground shipment, if it's late by a day, is due a full refund. So if you ship something overnight AM and it's $50, if that's late by 1 minute, as the shipper, you're entitled to $50 back in your pocket. The other thing that we're finding challenging is figuring out what types of business late shipment would be best for. Like, off the top of my head, like people that ship express is obviously better because the amount of shipments that are late are higher and the dollar amount's higher. So trying to figure out what areas, what businesses ship a lot of express. And then the last thing is how to get that information in front of the decision maker. This is kind of a challenge we face because every business is different. So if you have 3 businesses that do the same exact thing, one person that handles the shipping might be the business owner, the next business it might be the shipping manager, and the other business it might be the office manager. So that's kind of one of the other challenges we faced. So that's pretty much late shipment in a nutshell, and I'd love to answer any questions you have.